Good morning and welcome to this first T10 semi-final.
Whoop, whoop.
Joined by the sound machine, Ragnar.
Sure.
So, strikers won the toss and they chose to bat. It's going to be Habib and...
Do you want me to go and take pictures?
Not at this point.
No.
I don't know who's at the other end. Probably Ali.
Maybe we should get the camera ready.
Yeah. 5 minutes late already starting. The umpire's having a bit of a chat. What's the delay?
They were there on time, so if it's now theirs problem, it's odd.
Oh, that's the wicket keeper.
Aha.
We did not have a wicket keeper. Moni
I mean, they can be white runners.
jogging onto the field now in his very bright yellow Tigers hat, despite playing for Stallions.
A hat is a hat.
Ah, see, this is why I was confused by the batters. They both seem to be wearing number 18.
Oh.
Or is this
How's that allowed?
16 and just squished?
Oh, that's 16.
Yeah. Don't mind me. Didn't bring my glasses today, clearly.
You need glasses?
I was supposed to be long-sighted, so...
Long-sighted.
Mm-hmm.
So you see far?
Yes.
Not oh, okay.
They tried to give me glasses in school. Okay, we're
Same.
getting underway here. Pranay to open the bowling. Pitches up. Habib slashes at this one. It's going to clear the circle, and it will
Blooped
go
over.
for 4. So, boundary to start off for Habib. A little bit streaky, but just enough to clear the circle. And with these short boundaries, usually if you clear the circle, you're going to get 4. Pitched up and smashed over the leg side by Habib. Another boundary. That's going to be a 6. So, starting off with real intent here, the strikers, after losing yesterday's Pro 40 match against the Stallions. Looking to get some revenge here, it seems. And last chance at a trophy for all of these teams for this year. And slashes across the leg side again. Rifax after it. I think he's going to cut it off. He does. A little bit of fancy footwork on the boundary there, and they come back for 2. So not out of the middle there from Habib. Speaking of trophies, we have the Women's Super 8 later on today on ground 2, and your team, Ragnar, will win the trophy if they win the match.
What's the name of the team?
Katakamari.
Sure.
Close enough.
Katakamari.
Katakamari.
But I mean, we're playing against our own
And
club,
over the
so
top again, and Aditya's running, nearly gets hit in the head as he put his head down and ran for the boundary, but forgot to look where the ball was. And it goes for 4. I'm pretty sure if he had just stopped and looked up, he could have caught it. But yes, so the 2 Sarima teams playing today. And then if Tuloveski wins today, they still have a chance next weekend against the Penguins. As Habib hits that into the offside. Now, there's a bit of dew on the field this morning, so the ball is going to get quite damp. And we'll see how well the Stallions can keep it dry and keep it off the ground. They did not do a good job yesterday, I'll tell you that. We changed the ball after about 18 overs.
okay.
But being a T10 match, I don't think there'll be any ball changes today. There'll just be a soggy, horrible mess.
Soggy.
Short, alley
Ooh,
pulls,
nice.
and that is going to go
For 4.
for 6.
For 6?
No, Terry's changed his mind. It's just 4.
Haha.
Just wanted to stretch. So this being the last weekend of men's cricket for the year, and next weekend being the last weekend for the women, we move to indoor cricket. You looking forward to that?
I'll only be coaching in the beginning of indoor, not playing.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. We'll see. We might have a new facility, so might be cool. But that was an amazing first over, 21 off of that.
Yeah, that one's what they call a magic over in ECN.
Why?
Anything over 20, they call. Oh, jeez, that's another 6. Oh, it's hit the scoring table. As they went diving for cover, and Habib with another 6 now moves to 23 off just 6 balls, and he is certainly not messing around this morning. Could have used this yesterday, although I think once United scored 441 against the Riders, I think net run rate meant they couldn't actually win the trophy, but that's wide, now sort of off and lofted over the offside.
4.
And another 4. So Stallions really under the pump here.
That's exciting stuff.
Aditya doesn't usually bowl a lot, given the new ball today, and so far doesn't seem like that was a good call.
Oh my God, I really enjoyed the video that you made of... what was it, 5 wickets and 7 balls?
Well, if you count the one there he got bowled off the free hit, it was 6 and 7 balls.
Yes.
Yeah, the Wolves exciting team when they get it right.
Yeah. But I just really liked the video itself as well.
I'm going to try and do a bit more like that moving forward.
So 32 out of 8 balls.
Decent.
Very good. I could only dream of something.
Current
like
run
this.
rate of 24. And swings hard again. That's high.
That's up.
He's going back, Pranay, but he won't get there. And he stops it just inside the boundary. I would ask the question why Zishan isn't fielding in that position, because pretty sure he would have got to that. Being their best fielder, you'd want to put him where the ball... Oh, now they've changed. So now he is in that position.
Oh, okay. What's his number?
30.
30. Okay.
The extremely popular Zishan with the ladies. There's that another wide there. Fair bit of talk about Zishan on the latest trip to Finland, wasn't there?
Only why I'm talking about him is because I'm struggling with his name, so that's why I've been trying to not to say this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, yeah, some other ladies did talk about him. All good only.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's bowled.
Go on.
He's got inside edge, trying to heave it over the leg side and into middle stump. And that is the end of Habib. A fantastic 29 off 9 balls. Just the start the strikers were looking for, and we'll see if they can continue with this. Who will be next? It's Arslan, national captain. Not captaining the strikers today. Habib captains in the T10.
Arslan did a really good job getting boys to the training this week. And where were you?
You may need to think about how you phrase that.
The men.
That's better. It's not long before we head off to Spain and Gibraltar for some international matches, so it's time for all the guys to get down to training, and Arslan is starting to crack the whip, which is good to see. Thank you, sound machine. Ravi in the chat says, good morning, Robbo. The Stallions playing with 9 members. I'll be honest, I haven't counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yep, they have 9 players.
Oh.
So that would explain why there's no one outside the circle in these first 3 power play overs. And might explain why DT is bowling. Pitches up, Arslan smashes that just over the fielder at point, and it's 4 runs. I think it was Chaturunga there at point.
And what name now?
Chaturunga.
Haven't heard that one.
He's new. I think his wife came down and played for Penguins a couple of weeks ago as well, a new one. So they've both moved to Estonia recently and getting involved in the cricket scene, which is good to see. It was a good effort from him there. He just didn't quite have the height to reach it. So Arslan starts with the boundary. Full and, a nice little outswinger there from Aditya. Beats the outside edge. That's the end of over number 2. So 39 for 1.
Run rate has dropped a little bit.
Yep. That's still pretty healthy.
It's really good.
I think if the projected score of 195 comes about, I think the strikers will be into the final. So it looks like everyone's favourite Zishan coming into the attack. Hopefully Nat's at home watching.
Why are you like this?
Born that way.
Oh.
So Ali on strike. He's only faced the one ball and he hit it for 4. So second ball, he's had a big swing. I think off the body, and it will be one leg by. Signalled by Terry. The best weather we've had for quite some time for this finals day.
Last night was nice, but we played in the morning.
Well, that's full on the pads, but Terry unmoved by the appeal. Perhaps just sneaking down leg. Zishan will inquire as to what the hell Terry was thinking, and Terry does point that it was going down leg side. So good 2 first balls from Zishan. A little bit of extra pace. Oh, there's an inside edge there from Ali. Beats the keeper, but they decide not to run. I think Zishan just a little bit more pace on the ball than Pranay and Aditya, and making it a bit harder for these guys to time it. Who else have we got in the Stallions team that I think is going to bowl today? Chaturanga might have a bowl. He picked up a few wickets in his first game. I think Ram's there at Gully. Zishan again. Ali can't time it. Just an inside edge to square leg for a single. Of course, Captain Rifak is at mid-on and he'll probably bowl an over or 2.
What's an inside edge? I mean the bottom edge?
The inside edge is the edge closest to you when you're batting.
Oh, okay.
So if you're playing straight bat, the inside edge is towards you, the outside edge away from you.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, another swing and a miss, and that's going to go for 4 byes. Moni didn't get anywhere near it. I had a first for me in a cricket game yesterday where we had a helmet get hit, so we had a 5-run penalty. Yep. Went second ball of the match, went straight through the wicket keeper and hit the helmet, and they decided after that they'd take the helmet off the field.
Well, yeah. Have to learn somehow. I've only been told, it's good. Like if your gloves there or if your helmet's there, it's penalty runs.
On the legs there from Zishan, whipped away nicely by Arslan, and that will go for 4.
But yeah, I've never countered it.
Yeah, it's the first time in a match that I've been umpiring or playing that it's happened.
More times it's like wickets break before I get to the ball, so I have to actually pick up like the stump and then stump it in my hand, you know.
So 3 overs gone. That's the end of the power play. 50 for 1. Run rate getting a little more under control here for the Stallions. It was a good over from Zishan. Unfortunately, the 4 byes from Moni really not helping. And it is going to be Chaturanga.
And he has put his hat down now there.
Yeah, yep, Moni's coming up to the stumps for the leg spinner, I believe.
But I saw the Finnish wicketkeeper though, Stella. She had a hat on backwards and then put a helmet on. But I'm like, doesn't that restrict your ability to look up? Also, I saw that in the scene she wasn't wearing inner, so...
Well, Ali slaps that down to mid-off for a single. Full toss. Chaturanga, sorry, not Chaturunga.
Chaturanga.
That is the one. So he flights it up, bowls these leg spinners. Another loopy one, but that's going to be a wide, and Moni can't stop it. Gets an extra wide off the keeper's pads. I think, I don't know, potentially the women's bowler's a bit slower, maybe finds the inners a bit restrictive and doesn't think she needs them.
Maybe.
It's another wide one and called by umpire Tom Hale.
I still get hurt plenty from the ladies' balls. I got hit to my foot this week. Couldn't walk one evening. Now it's another day with pain. Yeah. I just like how my gloves fit better with inners on.
Oh, that's a big high one. Ali tries to ramp it over Moni's head, but can't get any bat on it. And Tommy calls that one the no ball it should be. So this will be a free hit.
Yeah, at least he tried.
Yep. I got an amazing photo from the World Cup qualifiers last year of Marco and I think it was Nathan Collins for Finland, both trying desperately to get to a ball that was bowled a couple of metres over the batter's head, and both of them not getting anywhere near it.
Of course.
So that's a wide there, so free hit continues.
And that's a long over.
And another wide yet.
Oh, he's trying to do the back.
Leg spin, yeah. So out the back of the hand and trying to get it to move away from the batter. But that only works if you pitch it in line with the stumps.
Oh, he has now.
Around the wicket.
Come around.
Have a go at that.
Do you think I should bat left-handed today?
In the final match of the season that you have to win the trophy. I'm going to go with no. Probably not the best idea you've ever had. Maybe save that for indoor when you come back from injury.
Oh, just one ball. It's going to be wide anyways.
I guess it's pairs cricket, so if you get out, it doesn't really matter. That one's down the ground. One bounce to Rifak at long on.
Yeah.
And so...
You know, it was some like slower bowler or like somebody who might do more wides or no balls. And wait, just
I'm not
going to
tell you how to express yourself on a cricket field. I'm just going to suggest that the outcome may be not what you want.
But just to be clear, I don't have to notify the umpire that I'm sweeping sides, right? I have to do it before they're running in, yeah?
So you're talking about doing not just batting left-handed, but doing a switch hit. As this one, again, one bounce down to Rifak at long on. Well backed up there, so just the one run. So you're talking about a switch hit, not just batting left-handed.
Yeah. Like one ball.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
So before the run-up, right?
Well, there's two options.
Okay.
Yes, before the run-up, or after the bowler's bowled the ball.
That seems illegal.
Options. You can't do it before they've bowled the ball. You have to wait till after they've bowled the ball.
After the release. Or before they start running up.
Or before they start running up. So end of over number 4, and Chaturanga, after a difficult start, actually ended up only going for 10. And the momentum here has really slowed down for the Super Strikers. Run rate now down to 15. So it looks like Aditya will bowl his second. And Ali, after being 4 off 1, is now 8 off 10. just struggling to find the middle a bit. And here we go. He's tried the reverse and just got a little bit of bat on it, and they'll get through for a single.
Maybe because it's the last game of the season, they try all of the shots.
I've seen Ali play that one before, usually a little bit later in the innings, but struggling a bit here, so I thought he'd try something different. Full, and Arslan smashes that back at the bowler, but he manages to get a hand on it and no run. So a good tight spell here for the Stallions. The strikers just need to get through this. Wait for the bad balls. Full and driven, and that's right in the gap. And 4 runs, well struck by Arslan there. Nearly hit Ali as it whizzed past him.
Yeah. Oh my God, the TikTok that you sent me about hitting your teammate. Jesus Christ. And that going to a wicket.
To get caught, yep.
Oh.
Michael Clark's the most famous one. That was the Australian player in that video.
So it's like right now you can see here the number 16 is
moves a bit further away.
Away.
Oh, nice full ball from Aditya.
Aye.
And Arslan can only dig it out, and Monty picks it up and no run. So 30 off 19 for these two. It's not bad, but they'll want to pick the pace up.
But he's now back next to the pitch.
He was worried, but then he's decided Arslan's not going to hit it back at him.
And it's the worst place to stand because it's so muddy.
Oh, and off the pads, I think. No, Terry's given it as runs, so nice glance there by Arslan. I think one of the problems at the moment is, I think you can see on the stream that the creases aren't marked past the edge of the pitch, so Terry may have actually asked him to come back and stand on the pitch because otherwise he can't see if he's behind the line or not.
That happened in Finland as well. I was like on the imaginary line.
Yeah, it should be 3 metres either side of the pitch, but
it's last weekend. No, it's
not. We had to mark our own 30-yard circle yesterday, so the markings were a little haphazard this week.
Okay.
Now the full one on the pads, Arslan puts that away nicely, and it is 6 runs.
Whee!
So can't afford to bowl full toss on the pads. And that is the end of the 5th over. 75 for 1. Arslan moves to 23 off 11. Ali's still struggling a bit, 9 off 11. 5 overs to go. And projected score of 150. We said at the start of the year, I think, that 150 is probably the par. So they'll be happy if they get to 150, but they're probably looking for 160 or 170 here. And it'll be Chaturanga to bowl his second over, as Ragnar has a laughing fit beside me. So Ali back on strike here. Was a little bit troubled by the balls that he got on the pitch last over. There's a full toss there. He's hit that, but straight to mid-off and 1 run. And I think he's calling for a new bat, perhaps. Maybe not feeling this one today. Yep, it looks like he's showing the umpire that it's broken. And now into Arslan, a full toss. That's over waist height. Terry's called it. No ball. He's hit it out to mid-wicket for a single, but he desperately wanted to get back for the free hit, but couldn't. And a bit annoyed with himself that he wasn't able to put that one away as Habib runs out his pride and joy. Let's hope Ali doesn't break his bat. think he sleeps with it. Batters can be a little bit strange about their bats. So, free hit here. And Ali put it away with the new bat. Leg side, he gets enough onto it, and that's going to go for 4. So the bat change has worked. And we've got another comment here from Ravi. Stallions are struggling and not having their frontline bowlers for a key match, absolutely. But I think the other thing with the Stallions is they do have a second team, the Bulls, and they did try to evenly spread out their players across the 2 teams. So it did mean that perhaps the Stallions lost a couple of their best players to the Bulls. But still made the semi-finals. And they're making a good game of it here so far. Full again. Ali gets under it, but Zishan is there and he takes the catch. And Ali walks off looking at the bat, saying maybe this wasn't the right one.
I gave him a 4.
So wicket there for Chaturanga. Full toss and Ali hitting it straight to the fielder. And looks like Cheyenne coming out now to join Arslan. He's, of course, been very explosive in this T10 competition so far. Didn't get any runs in the last game, so he'll be looking to get some 6s away. He scored, I think it was 5 6s in the first game in a row before getting out.
What?
So it was an entertaining 6-ball stay at the crease. And then
he hit 6 balls for 6s?
5, and then got out.
Oh, wow. That's still impressive.
Mac didn't enjoy that day, as he was the one bowling.
Well, yeah, but he got a wicket. Or how did he got out?
Yeah. I think he got bowled on the 6th ball. Full toss there. He gets that out to Rifak at mid-wicket and just 1 run. And I think he got 80-something in the second game. So I'll be looking for probably a quick 50 from him here. Loops it up. Arslan gets under that, and that's going to go all the way for 6.
Yup.
Good strike by Arslan. Nice straight bat and hitting through the line. Not trying to hit it too hard. And another boundary for him. Moves him to 30 off 13. Now Chaturanga now switching back to over the wicket for his last ball of his spell. And that's a straight one, and Arslan just manages to hit it straight back to him for a dot. So 1 for 24 off his 2 overs for Chaturanga. Zishan, the only bowler able to keep the economy under double figures. And it looks like Ram will finally come into the attack.
I just noticed that they're only bowling from one side.
It's not Ram. Who is it? Is it Olin? Maybe it's Olin. T10, they only bowl from one side. It was the same in your T10 league.
No, it was supposed to be from both sides, but then was decided, no, it's going to take too long to do bowling.
Well, it sounds like a good decision for me.
Yeah, for ladies, definitely.
Yep, so it is Olin, sorry. So he's a good bowler, Olin, if he gets his radar right. Good start. Low and full. Whip down. Terrific. Always slipped over while trying to field that one, and it's gone through him for 4. Ooh. As we mentioned, the outfield's still a bit slippery, a bit of dew, and not much wind today, so not drying, yes, as Ragnar angrily points to the screen where the bowler is digging a big hole at his bowling mark instead of using the bowling marker.
I even want... Wait.
Full and smashed straight back at the bowler, nearly took his kneecaps out. Managed to get out of the way, and Zishan fields at the boundary for 1 run.
On Friday, we had some kids here practicing as well from one school, and one of the guys was like really dragging his feet. I'm like, can you pick up your feet? We still need to play a couple of games on this field. He's like, oh, okay, sorry.
Short and wide and called. Terry having a good stretch today. Warming up for the women's game. He's going to umpire at 1 o'clock.
Yep. Is it going to be done here?
It's going to be close.
Mm-hmm.
He might be sprinting over after the end of this game. Full again and slashed into the onside. Rifat gets his body behind this one. Gets a bit of a tricky bounce and hits him in the chest, but keeps it to 1. Now Zishan's
Showing
getting a bit of coaching
barrier.
instructions. And
Next time show their toes as well. They should be extended.
Anchor's getting into the act at mid-wicket as well. I'm sure the captain's appreciating all the advice. Short and hit high. Rifak is under it, and drops it over
and
the boundary for 6.
Oh, 6? Oh, yes, that's a 6. It's a bad place in there as well because there's a lot of rope.
But he definitely got
Mangled.
both hands on it.
Yeah.
And
It
just
looked so
popped
secure.
out. Hard hands, not giving a little bit of cushioning, and it just popped straight out. So a bit of luck there for Cheyenne. Can he make them pay? Oh, that's nicely bowled, full on the legs. It's a very optimistic appeal because it wasn't hitting another 2 stumps. And given as leg byes. So Cheyenne 13 off 5. Good little start. Arslan 31 off 15. They'll need both of them to be there for the next couple of overs, I think, to push this up to 160, 170 mark. Well, then into Arslan. Short and wide again. Oh, that's very wide, and Monty can't get a glove on it, and that is going to be 5 wides. It is one disadvantage of having the shortest wicket keeper in Estonia.
Hey, I was told that it's more difficult when you're tall.
It's more difficult to get down. It's a bit harder to get up when you're short, though. So there's advantages and disadvantages.
I just started to hurt all over.
You're a real athlete.
This is just a hobby. I don't know why they make me do it so much.
It's an obsession, more like.
Oh, like
Down the
smurda.
leg side.
Went past.
Stopped by Monty that time.
Oh,
And
a longer acknowledgement.
yes,
there.
Terry having a good stretch. Said his feet were hurting after the 40-over match he umpired yesterday. I'd imagine his arms were probably quite sore as well after 440 got scored. As Arslan drops that into the leg side for a single, and that is the end of the 7th. 110 for 2. As it looks like Zishan's going to come and bowl his second over here. So 3 overs left. 157 the projected score.
So you're telling me there's no inner ring on the second field as well, right?
That is correct.
Whee! Okay, I'll go
You
mark
have
it down for the
discs.
ladies. The discs there? Oh, that's easier then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, we marked out the discs yesterday and told the riders when they left to bring the rope in and leave the discs out for you, and they brought the discs in and left the rope out.
What? What? So the discs are not in the proper place then?
Nope. They are in the shed. So 4 there to start. Zishan second over. Nice, another good drive there from Arslan. Moves him to 36. And I think the straight fielders are getting straighter and straighter here, but he keeps beating them as he moves across the leg side. Lovely shot from Arslan. Another 4, just creating the room for himself to get it off into the leg side where there's no fielders. And moves him on to 40. So another good knock here from Arslan. He's been started off the season in very bad form, but he's finally starting to get some runs on the board. And they're now having a look at the ball. And
there's no drinks break in T10, right?
oh
Like,
no.
because they have the in-between innings. It's like at least 10 minutes.
Deciding to stick with the ball for now. I think with 2.5 overs left, I don't think we'll see a ball change. Unless they've thrown out a new ball. Who knows? Let's just play cricket.
So when the stump mic's coming?
Stump mics.
When do I have to stop swearing?
Well, stump mics are not a possibility until I get electricity at the ground.
Oh. Wait, why?
Oh, he's gone after that. That's very high. Rifax coming in.
Nope.
He's looking. No, he's not going to get there as he manages to kick it back into the circle and they get a single. So never looked like catching that one.
Can't they be battery powered, the stump mics?
It's problematic. Also got to be able to dig cables into the ground and all sorts of stuff. So I can't see it happening for at least 2 years.
When are we miking me up during a game? We've been talking about it for 3 years now.
I mean, I can do it now, but we're not streaming your games, so maybe next Women's International we'll mic you up. As Rifak can't get to that one, another boundary for Arslan. Moves him on to 45, and Zishan's second over, unfortunately, looking quite expensive here.
I don't think I produce as good of a sound in the national team games as I do in domestic.
I had a talk to Thomas from Finland, the streaming coordinator there, and asked him about the ambient microphones they use there, because that picked you up quite nicely several times.
Well, yeah.
End of the 8th, 125 for 2, 15 off that one, and Arslan 46 off 21, just one hit away from a 50 here. No, again though, it's I need power at the ground before I can do any of these things. But yes, that would be nice. I would like to have...
So I'll be even older and even more in pain, so all of the noises will be, ouch.
Oh, it might be a different channel, that one.
Jesus Christ. No, Dave.
Full toss.
Oh, nice.
Smacked into leg side, but there's a fielder there.
Yep.
One bounce and a single. As Pranay's come in to bowl his second over. 21 off his first. He'll be certainly hoping less than that this time. He'll be happy to get over the single off the first one, which was a full toss. And could have gone for 6. So Cheyenne now on strike. I think we'll see him really letting loose here with just 2 overs left. Big swing and 6 runs off the bat.
Pew, pew, pew.
Long way over the boundary, and that is exactly what I was expecting. So this could be over. If they can get another 20 off this one, this will really push them up towards that 160, 170 possibility. Yes, no, I do have plans for fixed cameras at both grounds, fixed microphones at both grounds. It's just, unfortunately, we need the infrastructure in place first.
So can produce more memes.
Oh, swing and a miss. Nope, he's walked. So caught behind.
Oh!
Didn't wait for the umpire's decision, just walked straight off the field, and he's gone for 19 off 8. Good little cameo there from Cheyenne. And we wait to see who is up next for the Strikers. Anant. Yes, I think it's Anant. Scored 99 not out earlier in the year in his first ever innings in Estonia.
What did you say? 99 not out?
Not out, yep. He ran out of partners, unfortunately, to get his 100.
Oh!
Stuck there at the end on his own. You see there, his highest score of 99 not out. Good average of 55.
Wow.
350s from 4 innings, I think. So he's batted very well since he's come over. Missed a fair bit in the middle of the year. I think he was away on work. But he's come back in for the end of the season. And you're hoping to get some quick runs here. So Pranay, been very expensive, but he's finally picked up a wicket at least.
Congratulations. Let's go.
Full and wide. Oh, he slashed, and it's over the fielder. Olin making a big effort to try and get his hands up to that one.
What effort?
Big.
Oh.
It was a big star jump.
I heard something else.
I would never say something that nasty.
No, the thing is, you have some odd sayings in
I do have some
in
odd
your Australian
sayings,
language.
but you certainly have some odd sayings in your Estonian language too. So.
Oh yeah. And I thought it's one of those.
No, just a big effort. Full again, and inside edge.
That?
Inside edge. Squirted away on the leg side, and 1 run. I'd like to think the commentary booth is a good education for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Full and high, and that is Anchor coming around. Is he going to get there? Oh, fantastic catch.
Good job.
His leg.
It was like a half split.
Slipped out underneath him as he was taking it. But
Yeah.
he held on to the catch, and that is the end of Arslan for an excellent 47 off 23. And unfortunately for the Super Strikers, losing wickets at the wrong time, and it's going to make it difficult for them to push for a really big score here. I think it's Elias now coming out to bat.
For one more over.
So 137 for 4. 6 balls remaining, and they'll be looking to get that 150.
I really like that they had the Estonian flag on their jersey.
Well, you'll be very happy to know that it's going to be a requirement as of next year.
Ooh.
First ever.
Wait, the Hippies don't have the... Oh, they have the flag in the back.
This is also not a playing shirt.
Can't remember.
We do have it on the back, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll have
Your hair
our
covers it.
first ever... as Olin comes in here to start the 10th over, and he's bowled him.
Wow.
Lovely in-swinging Yorker, and Anant can't get bat on it.
So,
and
on a hat-trick track now.
well, team hat-trick.
Team hat-trick.
As this is a different bowler from the last one.
Yes.
But, Etisham missing yesterday in the last Pro 40 match, but he's turned out here for finals day. So Stallions doing a really good job here to limit the damage, taking some good wickets late. So yes, we have our first ever uniform policy coming in at the end of the year. And it will be strictly enforced for First Division next year and slightly less strictly enforced for everything else. But just another way to try and get the teams to be a little bit more organised and manage themselves a bit better.
And the beeps are in there as well? In the requirement?
What's that?
The beep. The yellow jacket.
Oh, the bibs.
That's what I said.
Yep. They will need to provide their own fluorescent bibs for their substitutes. On and in. Oh, that's full and wide, and Etisham just gets a top edge into the offside. Umpire Terry calls that one as no ball, so Etisham couldn't get onto it, but they'll get the free hit.
What do you mean he couldn't get onto it? He did hit it.
Couldn't get onto it the way he wanted to get onto it. Full and, dot ball for the free hit. Well bowled by Olin. Elias backing away and trying to hit that one out of the park. Has the ability to go big, Elias, but he's a little inconsistent with the bat. And that ties him up on the legs, and he just manages to get it straight down the field for a single. So good over this from Olin. 3 balls remaining. Can he finish strongly here for the Stallions and keep the super strikers down to that around that 140 mark? Or can they get a couple of boundaries here at the end? Moves across to the leg side, and Moni has let another one through.
What was that?
Really disappointing behind the stumps there.
So he managed to get a bat on that?
It seems that way.
I didn't see a buy
it's been given as a 4.
Yeah.
But really, it didn't go very far away from the keeper, and he didn't move at all. So Etisham managing just to get a little bat on that one, apparently. So advantage strikers. 2 balls left. Oh, he's gone reverse, and he's got a little bit of bat onto it, but will it make the boundary? No. Good footwork there from Pranay, and they get back for 2. So well stopped by Pranay there. So 1 ball remaining. 146. Can they get the boundary to take them to 150? Will Etisham try another inventive shot? Or will he just... well, there he goes. Walking across to the leg side. Comes back. Hits that into the leg side. Anchor's coming around. They'll come back for the second. The throw comes in. And Moni cannot take it. And they will settle for 2.
Well, the non-striker was ready for a third one.
He was looking for 3 Elias there for sure, but...
Yeah.
148 they finish on, so 149 will be the target for the Stallions, and with only 9 players, that's going to be an uphill battle. They've relied a hell of a lot on Zishan in this competition, and I think if there's any hope, it's going to have to be another Zishan special.
Cool.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 already? Isn't it 10 minutes?
We'll see. They started late, so you might cut some out of the break.
Oh, that's right. All right, see you soon.
Okay, we're back for the second innings in this first T10 semi-final. Zohaib opening the bowling. Rifak just manages to get that over the infield. And a single from the first ball. Stallions chasing 149 to win. So Aditya now on strike. Short and wide, and it's through the keeper, but Anant will clean it up, and 2 wides. Looks like Etisham behind the stumps for the strikers. Wide again. In fact, doing his very best to get bat on ball, but 2 wide on that occasion. So Zohaib struggling a bit with the radar here. Full and nicely struck by Rifak. Arslan comes round, tries to stop with the foot, but just manages to kick it over the boundary for 4. So Rifak with the first boundary for the Stallions. Of course, the strikers only need 8 wickets here, with the Stallions playing with just 9 as Rifak gets this one away over the leg side nicely for another 4. Lovely shot. Just a little short from Zohaib, and Rifak cashes in. So Habib and Ali both now giving some advice to the bowler. I think the Stallions here relying very heavily on Rifak and Zishan if they're to chase this total down. Full, and he's swung at that one hard, but I think it's just hit the pad. Nope, given us a run. So must have got an inside edge on that. Slashes in the offside. The fielder coming round, but he's not going to get there. Gets it one bounce, Elias, and they get through for another single. So living dangerously here, the Stallions, but they have to. They need 15 and over here. Full, and a big swing from Rifak, but beats everything, and that is a dot ball to finish the first over. 14 for none, so just underneath where they need to be, the Stallions. Can't afford too many dot balls, as it looks like Elias will bowl over number 2. He'll be looking to get it right up in the block hole. Morning Kush, 148 is decent bowling efforts within only 9 fielders and 1 to 3 outside the circle. Yep, completely agree. They did well, especially at the end there, to keep that score manageable. They just need a couple of players here to do the business with the bat. It's a big ask. On the legs, and he gets that through the gap, Aditya, and that is going to go all the way for 4. So nicely played there, not trying to hit it too hard, just finding the gap as Elias straight onto the pads. It is a tough game for bowlers, this T10. You cannot afford to make any mistakes, and even if you don't make a mistake, you can still go for boundaries. Elias trying to dry the ball off. Still a bit wet, this outfield. Oh, nicely bowled. Top of off, and Aditya just glances that down to third man for a single. So let's see what Rifak's got against Elias. Full and smashed. That will be 6. Just over pitching there, Elias, and on the pads as well. And Rifak didn't need any more invitation than that to capitalise and get another boundary. 16 off 6 now for him. Stallions will be hoping he can stick around for probably at least the first 5 overs. Get them off to a really good start in this chase. Arslan now dropping back to the boundary straight. Short, and Rifak gets a bit tied up, but scamper through for a single. That's that off. Aditya drives that in the air. Habib's coming round, and he takes the catch. Excellent catch from Habib, running around the boundary there. Aditya not quite getting enough on it, and the first wicket falls for the Stallions. Elias, expensive, but gets the breakthrough. And Zishan now coming out to the crease. And you do think that if the Stallions are to win this semi-final, it's these two that have to do it for them. Not easy to sustain 15 runs and over, even for 10 overs. Elias. Down the leg side, that's going to be a wide. Well stopped by Eddie Sharp. Just a little bit all over the place, Elias, in this first over. Full, and Zishan, a swing and a miss. Looking to hit it back over the bowler's head. And a dot to finish for Elias. 27 for 1 off 2. And the Stallions already dropping behind that required run rate. And it won't take long till it's starting to get unmanageable. They really need a big over here just to take the pressure off. So Habe will bowl his second. And Rifak back on strike. Needs to go big here. Short and wide, and it's going to be called wide again. Can't afford to be giving too many free runs to the Stallions here. ball, and another big swing from Rifak. It's a big appeal, and he's walking. So huge wicket there for the strikers, and Rifak is gone for 17 off 8. Zohaib strikes in his second over. Massive wicket there. Stallions in real trouble now. The strikers in the box seat here to go through to the final. Ankur Patel, seasoned competitor here in Estonia, 80 matches played. Here comes Zohaib, short and wide, and Ankur lifts that over the offside nicely, and that's going to go for 4. So good shot to start from Ankur, just short and wide from Zohaib, and a little too easy for Ankur first ball. Not asking a lot of questions of him. That's better. Full it on off, but he slashed that through the offside beautifully, right out of the middle of the bat. It was probably only a metre to the side of cover, but he had no chance of stopping it. And Ankur has come out firing here. Oh, nice ball from Zohaib, just angling it into Ankur. He tried to give himself room, but it just followed him. And a good dot after those 2 boundaries. Oh, lovely flick off the pads from Ankur. That'll be 6 runs. Just 2 straight there from Zohaib, angling into the pads, and Ankur just helped it on its way. Lovely shot. And he has come out intending to win this match for his team, it seems. 14 off 4. Fantastic start. 1 ball left here in the power play. Moves across and comes back and gets an edge, and that's going to go for 4. So luck on his side as well. Etisham didn't move, and it's beaten him to his right-hand side, and the man at fine leg could not get across, and it is 4 more runs for Ankur. 18 off 5, and a massive over there. 46 for 2, and they've got the run rate above the required for the first time. 19 off the over. Big wicket fell, but Ankur came in and just kept the runs flowing. Looks like Habib is going to come in and bowl over number 4. Nope, it's going to be Elias to bowl his second. Bowling to Zishan. Short, and helps that round the corner. And Didn't get a lot on it, but got enough. It's 4 runs. So Zishan off the mark with a boundary. And just too short there from Elias. Made it far too easy for Zishan to just get bat on ball and get a boundary. Full and on the pads and just dropped into the leg side by Zishan. A good quick single there. Ankur responding well. Tarun comes around and fields, but couldn't stop off the single. And Elias, a better ball there. Needs another 4 of those just to get the strikers back on top here. That's short and wide and called. Elias just dropping short again. Etisham, the diving stop. Made sure there were no more extras. But Elias just losing the radar here completely. Short and straight. And it might have been a slower ball there. Ankur was through the shot very quickly. And got away with one there, Elias. Looks like it's hit Etisham on the ankle. Just hobbling around a bit there behind the calf. So did well to stop it. Short and wide again. That's a huge wide. Really struggling here, Elias. First over wasn't too bad, but just looks like he's completely lost the length here. Another short one. Ankur pulls that away into the gap, and it has beaten both the fielders. Another 4 for Ankur. He moves to 22 off 7. And if he can stay here with Zishan, it really keeps the Stallions in this game. Elias needs to pitch the next 2 balls up. Cannot keep bowling short. Oh, now he's bowled a full toss. It's going to be a no ball. It's looped over Etisham, but third man fields. So it's going to be a no ball and a bye. And we'll have a free hit as Tommy Hale signals the bye there. So free hit for Zishan here. And Elias is over going a little bit wrong here. Full and slashed in the offside. It's going to beat the fielder for 4. So Zishan takes advantage of the free hit there. And this over just getting worse and worse for Elias. As the score moves to 63 for 2. Last ball of his spell here. Full and nicely played by Zishan. Just knocked down the ground for a single. Intelligent batting. And that ends over number 4. 64 for 2. Elias 1 for 30 from his 2 overs. And the Stallions just edging slightly ahead here. And now it does look like Habib coming into the attack. And he'll be looking to bowl a couple of tight overs here for the strikers. Get that run rate back under control. Looks like he'll be going around the wicket to Zishan. Short and wide and beautiful shot from Zishan. That is going to be 6. Cut over the offside for 6. Fantastic shot. That's one of his really strong areas. And Habib starts with a short wide one. And he can't afford too many of those. You just don't get looseners in T10. Trying to get himself going here. And looks like he's coming over the wicket. That should be a no ball. And he's cut that beautifully again. 4 runs. Fantastic shot. And a bit confused why we have the bowler and the batter on the same side here. Not sure what Terry's doing. That should have been a no ball if your bowler hadn't told him he was going over the wicket. And if he had, the batter should be on the other side. Looks like we're going to continue with this weirdness. Nicely played there by Zishan, just knocked down to third man for a single. So, good start to this over for the Stallions. Habib better with that third one. Needs to bowl a few more that line and length. Bowling now to Ankur. Slower ball and lapped around the corner and ended up in front of square and through for a single. Tarun has a throw at the stumps. Well backed up by Elias and just the 1 run. 76 from 4.4. 2 balls left here till we are halfway. Zishan comes at him, gets the edge, and Habib takes the wicket and gives him a send-off for his trouble. And Zishan is gone for 21 off 9. Just when the Stallions looked like they were getting on top here, the wicket is taken. And Habib, after starting his over a bit wayward, picks up the vital breakthrough. So 3 down now, the Stallions. Remember, only playing with 9. So 5 more wickets for the strikers if they want to bowl them out here. Run rate still above the required. Moni coming out to join Ankur. He did have a fantastic little cameo in the first T10 game. And Stallions will need him to do the same here. Can't afford to take time to get going. Needs to just go from the start. And I'm sure that's exactly what he's going to try and do. It's going to be tough against Habib. Comes down and big swing and a miss. I think he would be better off staying still and watching the ball. Head was up in the clouds there as Habib finishes his over. 1 for 12. Halfway there and pretty much exactly halfway to the total. 73 needed in the last 5 for the Stallions. Arslan coming into bowl now. And Ankur, what can he do here for the Stallions? You'd think he'd have to be there till the end if they're going to have any chance. Arslan around the wicket. Full and whipped over the leg side by Ankur. 4 runs. excellent start to the over by Encore, and Arslan just the half volley into the pads. It was only ever going to have one outcome. So moving another fielder out onto the leg side boundary here. So 3 from long on around to mid-wicket. Sure, it will not stop Encore swinging. Arslan in again. Full toss and hit straight to mid-wicket for a single. As we have our first shoelace of the day. And now Monty on strike. Comes at Arslan, just drops it into the offside for a single. And again. Oh, a big hit from Encore. That's huge. Massive 6. Just keeping on the pressure here, Encore. Moves the score on to 88 for 3. He now moves to 34 off 12. I think if I was Arslan, I would be not bowling around the wicket here to a guy that's hitting him so well off the pads. Comes in again. Full and wide, and called wide. Doesn't look too happy with that, Arslan, but big angle across the batter there from around the wicket. I think that was an attempted slower ball. Still 2 more to come. Full and wide, and gets away with that one. Encore now the one to complain. So, I think as an umpire, if they're both unhappy with the way you're calling wide, you're probably doing all right. Clearly skirting the line there, Arslan. As he comes in again. Short, and Ancore's backed away. And played and missed. And that is the end of the 6. So 2 dot balls to finish there from Arslan. He'll be very happy with that. 89 for 3, and the current run rate now drops below the required run rate again. Despite 2 boundaries in that over, it is getting to the point where you probably need 3 boundaries to be comfortable. Habib looking to kill the game off here with his second over. If he can take a couple of wickets here, I think that'll be the end for the Stallions. But while these 2 are still there, they have a chance. Habib into Monty again. Playing a miss. And Etisham can't collect, and they're through for a single. So Monty struggling a bit here against one of the best bowlers in Estonia, to be fair. And Encore here with more and more weight on his shoulders. Habib in again. And it's a lovely shot. He's just stepped across and ramped this over the square leg fielder's head for 4. Lovely inventive shot there from Encore. Moves him on to 38 from 15. And Habib didn't do a lot wrong there. But that is T10. I'm sure he'll be just trying to put the ball in exactly the same spot as he leaves the fielder out at square leg now. So they've still got the 4 inside the circle. But they have a deep fine leg, a deep square leg, and the 3 fielders from mid-wicket to long on. Short and wide, and Anchor again backs away, trying to give himself room, but all he's done is turn it into a dot. Habib happy with that one. Anchor trying to be inventive here. Just needs to be careful he doesn't end up costing himself runs. Wide again, and that one's given. Habib very unhappy. And Terry not interested. Again, Anchor giving himself room. Comes at him, short one over the stumps, and Etisham fails to collect it, and it's going to go for 4 byes. Habib cannot believe it, beats the batter, does the work, and the keeper unable to get a glove on it. You can only say it's poor keeping from Etisham. Have to get your body behind that. Unlucky for Habib. 2 balls left for him. Short and wide again, and playing a miss again. Just leaning back Anchor, and another dot for the Stallions. Habib here, one last ball. Dot or a wicket is what he'll be looking for. If he could pick up Anchor here, that would be huge. In he comes, and slashed on the edge, and another T10 for. It's just the way it is. Don't need to get much on it. Very unlikely to have a slip, and with the pace of Habib, and that was never going to cut it off there. So still riding his luck. Anchor moves to 42, and Stallions move to 103. So still on a knife edge here. One big over for either team. Could be the difference. Looks like Ali now coming in to bowl. Score a little bit behind here. There we go, catches up. So 3 overs to go, 46 runs needed. Monty on strike, Ali to bowl. And this could be the over. Nice and straight. Monty picks it up, but it's down the field to Elias. And he drops the catch. He drops the catch. It was straight to him. Monty just lofted down to long off there, and they threw for the single. And is that going to be very costly? As Ali drops the straight man back and brings up deep square leg. And Kerr try to hit over that man. Full start from Ali. Monty not moving in that non-striker's crease. That's pitched up. It's in the air again, but it's going to be in the gap. They should come back for 2. Elias picks up and fires it in, and Monty gets back safely. Well, backed up there by Gould. Throw over the bowler's head. Cat and mouse here. Bowler and batter. Who's going to come out on top? Full, and he's got a wide there. He tried to play that to the leg side, and he's got an offside wide. So very clear what his intentions are here. Ankur wide again, and just bat on ball. Fielder will come in, and they'll just get the single. So good tight bowling here from Ali. Pitched up and wide, and Monty comes at it and into the offside for a single. Two balls left now. Ankur on strike. Moves across, gets that into the leg side beautifully, and that'll be 4. Lovely shot from Ankur. Moves him on to 49. Doing a fantastic job for the Stallions here. Expected Rifak and Zishan to be the ones out here doing this, but Ankur's picked up the baton and he's run with it. I believe that moves the score to 113. Scoreboard just a little bit behind here. Last ball of the over. Lovely cut shot from Ankur. The fielder's not going to get there. So 2 fours to finish the over. Fantastic shot. And that moves Ankur to his 50 off just 23 balls. Fantastic innings here. Can he bring his team home? 2 overs left. 32 runs required. And I think this one's going to go right down to the wire. Looks like Arslan will bowl his second here. Just discussing with Habib where to best put the field. Money on strike. Changing here to over the wicket, Arslan. In he comes. Money comes at him, hits it nicely down the ground, but it's straight to Elias. And that's exactly what they need Money to do, get Ankur on strike. So Ankur wants to face 5 balls this over. Just some concerns here of the field setting, I think. Just slightly moving his field here, Arslan. What can he do here against Ankur? What can Ankur do? First ball short and in the air. Gould comes round and takes the catch. That's a huge wicket. That could be the end for the Stallions. And Gould made good ground and took the catch. A bit ecstatic with Arslan there. The big wicket. And Ankur falls after making his 50. Still 31 runs needed in 11 balls. And it's going to require something special as Pranay comes out to join Moni. And what a great match Arslan's having so far. 47 in rapid fire this morning. And now picks up the big wicket. Now switching back to round the wicket for Pranay. Fixing the field up. And here we go. What can Pranay do? Short. Pranay just bunts it down the ground. It's only going to be a single as Ali comes in, does the fielding. They need boundaries here. If Arslan can keep this tight, this over, it's going to be a huge ask in the final over. Into Moni. Moni comes, hits that in the leg side, and it's going to be 4. He's found the gap. Great shot by Moni. He's continuing to run at the bowler here and finally gets onto one. Moves the score onto 123. 26 more needed. 8 balls remaining. What a great first semi-final we've had. Who's going to get over the line here? Full toss. Moni, though, he's run at it. And the no ball is called. And it's going to be run out. So the no ball is going to count. A free hit will be up for Pranay. And Moni is run out. Not sure if that was the best idea from Pranay there. But the striker's managing to capitalise on an error there from the Stallions. Turn the no ball into a run out. And it's going to be not sure who's joined Pranay out in the middle, but it's going to be a free hit here. Oh, Pranay can only just get it back past him for a single. So last ball now of the 9th over. In comes Arslan and just drops into the offside. They come for 1. He's going to look for 2, Pranay, but no. Poor running. I think they needed to run 2 there to have any chance here in this last over. So 126 for 5, 23 needed from the last over. And you'd think that's probably game over. With Ali coming in to bowl the final over. And Abinash, not renowned for his hitting, needs to hit at least 4 boundaries here. So Ali coming into Abinash and does his normal false start, just keeping the non-striker honest. Pitched up and bowled. So, as I said, that single on the last ball of the last over probably cost the Stallions any chance here. Needed to have Pranay on strike for this last over. And looks like the Stallions will fall just short after a fantastic effort. And the Strikers looking like they're through to the final here with 5 balls left. 23 runs required. Hard to see it happening. Looks like Olin, I think, coming out to join Pranay. And he's just going to need to swing at everything. And the Stallions will hope he can find the middle of the bat. Five balls remaining. 23 runs required. Ali, nice straight one again. Olin manages to get an inside edge. That might go all the way. It does. 4 runs. Not the most convincing shot, but they'll take it. 19 off 4. Still possible. Can Olin pull off something remarkable here? Ali in again. Full toss and just straight back to the bowler. They'll run it through and he's run out at the non-striker's end to get Pranay on to strike, but now they need 19 in 3. So the best, unless Ali bowls a wide or a no ball, the best they can do is hit 3 sixes here and take it to a golden ball. Excellent bowling from Ali. They had to run. That was nice and calm and just took the bails off their alley. Full toss, Pranay only can get an edge onto it, through for a single, so petering out here at the end. The Strikers managed to take the wickets when they needed to, and despite some resistance from Ankur, it wasn't enough, as this one drop and run. Hitisham has a kick at the bowler's stumps, but just the one run, and so last ball now. Score again a little bit behind. There we go. 132 for 7. Last ball to wrap up a semi-final win and a place in the finals for the Super Strikers. Another lovely ball from Ali. Great final over, and that is that. First semi-final goes to the Super Strikers, and we will see them back later today in the final. A 17-run victory there for the Strikers. And next up, we have semi-final number 2 with United taking on the Riders Super Kings. And we hope you join us for that. See you soon.